Hello and welcome. It is yet another episode of A Star to Steer Her By, and you know what that means. We're going to talk Star Trek. That's the usual. It means the usual thing. Sorry, I thought it's nothing special. Actually, it's very special because we're on the final episode of all of Star Trek Discovery on our number 436.
Woo-wee.
Woo-wee. Yeah, so the episode that we are discussing today, Life Itself, kind of the accidental series finale when the show got canceled, so they appended a 20-minute epilogue to it, like one does. But after all these episodes, you know that I am Ames.
I am Caitlin.
I am Daniels.
And this is Chris.
All right, we'll get to it. I promise we'll get to it. Jesus actual Christ. Let me first tell you about Life Itself.
Jesus actual Christ, I think I like.
Jesus actual Daniels.
Jesus Christ was, in fact, a red directive. That
Jesus
was
Christ
Duquesne
was,
in
in
disguise.
fact, also Daniels. Son of a bitch.
All right, Life Itself. Let me tell you about what happened.
Pants.
Let me tell you what all the myriad things that culminate in Life Itself. So we pick up where we left off last week. Michael's in the progenitor hole.
Let's not say that.
Nope,
I've
it's in the
already
universe.
said that. I have it so many places in my notes.
I hate it so much.
And I ain't cutting it.
No.
Which is sort of this interdimensional hallway of sorts. She has a fight with Maul for a while until they agree to work things together-ish, until one of them will eventually decide to betray the other, which will certainly happen.
I wonder which will be which.
Both, simultaneously. The Discovery, meanwhile, is fending off that Breen dreadnought by pulling a Curran maneuver and blowing up a bunch of fighters in a plasma cloud, while Book and Culber are using this new Deus Ex Machina stuff, in which Hugh is basically a prophet now, and just knows the frequency to tractor beam the progenitor hole.
Which was so fucking stupid.
It's space magic. We just accept
it. It's bullshit. I do not
This whole episode was magic. Everything was magic.
Yeah, I don't like that, though. I'm here for fucking science fiction, not fucking magic. This is like when they decided to throw some fucking magic in Batman. Batman doesn't need a fucking magical live forever pit.
Okay, is this sci-fi enough for you? Because everyone does technobabble so hard that they figure out how to use the spore drive to jump the Breen ship to the galactic barrier just for fun.
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay, we're back to sci-fi. That's fine. Meanwhile, Saru and Yum Yum have gone to intercept Primarch Tahal.
Okay, that was none.
Yeah, she had absolutely nothing to do. She just sat with Saru and was there for him to talk to, because otherwise it would have been weird.
I'm not gonna lie, I legit misremembered this as Tarina going with him. Being
that
like,
might have been more interesting.
You're not going alone.
Work done, though.
True. They'd just finger banged the whole time.
That whole side quest, what a waste.
Yeah,
anyway.
Because he basically pulls a Corbomite maneuver on Tahal's ass, in which Saru makes up a whole bunch of nonsense about trade deals and Breen politics that Tahal should know better than him, but apparently doesn't. So she just gives up on the plot and leaves. Back in Hallway Land, Michael figures out that there's a secret door in the middle of a floating street lamp to some grove or other, with the final test, a puzzle any 5-year-old could solve.
As I was watching it, I was like, yes, many Legend of Zelda players have been training their entire lives for this moment.
Yeah, Michael has to play with blocks to get to the final stage of this, centuries-long treasure hunt. Jesus Christ, Michael. Maul, of course, fails it out of desperation and stupidity, but Michael solves it in half a second flat. So she gets to reenact the ending of the chase with a representative of one of those potato people who confirms what we've known all along. Michael is literally the most important person in the universe, TM.
Being fair, that honor would have gone to anybody that solved this idiot puzzle for jerks.
Wait, I want to get back to the puzzle later because I know last week we were trying to figure out who left that puzzle like the fucking triangle puzzle, whether it was the scavenger hunt people or the progenitors, and I still don't even fucking know.
Oh,
maybe both?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. The scientists figured it out.
Anyway, we'll get
to it. But the progenitors might have put it there first.
I have a couple bullet points left because there's still so much finale to go.
There's a lot. Go ahead.
Yep. So now Michael has access to the progenitor tech from now on, I guess. And Michael decides to listen to what I've been saying since the first episode of this season, son of a fucking bitch, and say, this is too powerful for any one person to have access to. Thank you, Michael. So she throws it into an event horizon for safekeeping while Kovich weeps.
She pulls a Titanic and whips that thing into the sea like that old lady.
So long, bastards. No one gets it. Speaking of Kovich and Caitlin, you can see now why we've been so tortured all fucking, for the last several years.
Because I keep being like, oh, wouldn't it be fucking lame if it was Daniels? Oh, Daniels sucks so much. Well, guess what? Daniels still sucks.
He still sucks so much because it's revealed for absolutely no fucking reason that Kovich is really Agent Daniels, someone Burnham has never heard of before. So it's purely for the audience.
But not before they show us a bunch of member berries on his shelf.
Oh, did everyone see the baseball?
Did you see Jordy's visor?
Oh my god!
I didn't see any of that shit.
I find funny is that, and I guess the problem is Archer didn't have like a memento that would like jump out, but like his favorite was Archer. Like you couldn't have had a water polo ball or something. Porthos's collar.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say a dog collar would have done it. That's a good call. Or even just like the puppet that played Porthos in a couple episodes.
Oh
his
god.
His little Zephram Cochrane butt plug.
The patch from his
favorite
uniform.
Zephram Cockring.
Yeah.
Anyway,
regardless, like our screams of anguish could be heard by the astronauts who, at time of recording, are on the far side of the moon. So
41 minutes not having access to us, which is really horrifying.
Lucky them.
Well, I hated it. I fucking hated it. Anyway, there's more to this finale. Jesus God.
Oh, so much more.
So it should, if they were, and I'm sure it would have if they didn't, decide to tack on shit at the end for the getting canceled fiasco. It should have just ended with Saru and Tarina's wedding, which was nice. Book and Burnham getting back together, which is nice. But no. When the writers heard that they weren't getting picked up for season 6, they had to cram in 20 or so minutes of epilogue to leave you with this awful fucking taste in your mouth because we discover that 30 or so years in Michael's future, she's leading the Discovery on its last Red Directive mission, getting fucking abandoned in deep space for 1,000 years, all so that it can align with the short trek Calypso, making Burnham an absolute monster who tortures sentient computers for the sake of a reference. And that's the moment that lingers after the end of Discovery, the fucking end.
How long after is it supposed to be? Because she has an adult son who is a captain in Starfleet.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 40. Like, I don't know.
And she's aged quite a bit, which, in Star Trek timelines, when people are living centuries, she shouldn't look that old if she ain't, even 100 yet.
She does not look that old. She looks great.
I thought the old age makeup was pretty good. She looked a lot like Gabrielle.
The makeup was fucking phenomenal. Like, if nothing else, Star Trek has finally learned old age makeup. But what I mean is, like, in the future, when people are living to, like, 200 without blinking, she should still look like 40 at 100,
Disagree. At 100, that's stupid, Chris.
Oh, okay, but she shouldn't look as old as that.
Yeah, but she's not 100. She's probably, like, 70.
That's what I mean, though. If she shouldn't look like a 70-year-old looks now.
I just think that once we're all living to be 200 years old, we discover just how much more like a raisin a human being can look.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, can't fault the makeup. That was excellent.
Yeah, they're not adding years in the middle of your life. They're adding years to the end of your life. So you just get, you still progress the same as you do now. You just look shittier and shittier and shittier.
So yeah, so Discovery's over now.
That happened.
Long live Discovery.
What a whimper. I felt like, I guess it's been a long time since we've had a good finale.
When was that? When was there a good finale by your
DS9?
By my standard?
By your assessment, yeah.
I'd say, I mean, All Good Things is the gold
is
standard. There's no, you're like, I don't think there's going to be, I don't think that'll ever be topped.
That's Deep Space Nine?
No, that's TNG.
TNG,
yeah. Yeah, I thought what we left behind, or what we leave behind, is
no, except for the whole
decent.
rushed fire caves thing.
Yeah, the fire cave thing.
Yeah, they were very close to nailing it.
It ties up everything, but it's not great. It's fine. I have issues with Endgame.
I think your
Voyager.
only issue with Endgame is it needs one more scene in which they touch the fucking ground.
Yeah,
but it was big.
Yeah. And then obviously Enterprise was just a disaster. And this is better than Enterprise, I'll say that.
Yeah,
Enterprise though was great because it was over, you know? That was enough for me. By the time Enterprise was done, I was just like, thank God.
Speaking, I mean, I haven't seen the finale of well, I haven't seen really any of Lower Decks, so I don't quite know how that ends. I don't know, at this point, we haven't actually seen the end of Strange New Worlds yet, but
Picard ended as a backdoor pilot to a show that'll never be produced.
Thank God. But yeah, it would be hard for any Trek to end as badly as Enterprise.
Yeah.
Oh, agreed.
Let's kill off the only good character in the entire show.
Yeah, let's make it an episode of a different show for some reason.
Which, if honestly, makes the episode of the other show worse.
Well, we've discussed that many a time. And we even have a whole blog post in which we talk about all the finales so far. But we have a new finale to talk about now. A couple things I liked. I do like I said, that Michael agrees with me that no one should have this tech, even though it made Stamets sad, even though he had nothing else to go on this season.
I like to think the little, mind print or whatever that progenitor, as the thing flew into the black hole, was like, what the fuck?
That's the thing, it will never reach the black hole.
Right, well, either way, as it got dumped into the event horizon or whatever,
Why will it never reach the black hole?
Because that's how black holes work, I think.
Oh. Why are we so afraid of black holes? I feel like the whole thing about black holes is that it's scary that they can suck you in.
They will kill you.
Because you'll get ripped apart, atom by atom. Also,
it added an unnecessary layer of more bullshit to the progenitors, which is they didn't even make this thing. They just found it.
Yeah. Yeah, really? Ugh. So the implication being that God made it, right?
Well, and what does God need with a starship?
What does God need with
that's been the theme this whole season, is finding meaning in things. And the meaning, apparently, is several layers of the onion deeper than we thought it would be. But Michael has a more personal meaning, and that her personal meaning is, I should get back together with Book, because that's nice.
Hell yeah.
That's a meaning I can get behind.
Same.
I don't want to be tied to this fucking progenitor tech forever.
No. Yeah, that was wild. It's like, you'll be the steward, and she's like, that's not gonna work.
It was very Last Crusade. Michael shows up, she's like, she chose poorly.
Yes.
That's the Ark of the Covenant, not Ark of the Covenant, the other one.
The Holy Grail.
Yeah, Holy Grail.
Where it's basically the same thing. It's like they have to go through all these trials, and you have to know the secret, and the penitent man kneels before potato people.
But all the non-penitent man just follow the guy who kneeled before the penitent people.
And, Maul is like, yes, I will drink of it, and then she doesn't die, which kind of irritated me.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
It's like, what's the point? Why not?
Because Book has to be her brother.
Book needs to learn
about all that.
Book needs to learn a hard lesson that sometimes people are just irredeemably shitty, and they will end up killing themselves doing something stupid.
Seriously, Tarka last season, Maul this season, Book, sometimes you just got to give up on a person.
Book really should, maybe give up on all people. Maybe even Michael. Go
with Grudge. And the Transworms.
Oh, the Transworms.
Yeah, I think the message of the season is very muddy because it's such a profound, mysterious message that what are they saying other than... because what Culber says, sometimes you just, gotta let things be mysterious. And it's like, okay, Culber, that's been your culmination, apparently. Your culmination is shrug, whatever.
But it's just, your ship is called Discovery. That's kind of the point of, science
I'm going to respectfully disagree and say that it wants to be profound, but is not.
Oh, no!
It is like yoga studio poster profound. What is this? There's this delightful thing from Bob's Burgers where they put out this stupid motivational poster, which is something like, today is tomorrow's yesterday, or something. And it's like, this feels like that level of profound.
I bet you Culver's got those posters.
It feels very like yoga studio is the right word. It feels very much like, yeah, we're done with science. We're just going to say that some things you just can't explain with a good old science.
I mean,
which seems like it's antithetical to the whole message of the show, which started out with science. Fuck yeah, literally.
Yeah, like there's math doesn't lie.
There is a way to have it be like, even with all our advancement, there is still some stuff we don't understand yet, and maybe we never will, and we have to be okay with that. But there's a way to say that without being so fucking new age.
Yeah, without saying, it's got to be magic crystals and shit. Like, if they had just said with Culber, God, Culber pisses me off, because god damn it. If we said, like, okay, it's a memory of Janal's, I would perfectly accept that. But instead, it's like...
The trill he borrowed the memories of.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he borrowed a trill. God.
Well, the other thing that everyone forgot is that he's fucking part spore creature, right? Like,
yeah, no,
that could explain things.
Part
like, oh, maybe
creature. He's kind of all spore creatures.
Oh, it's true.
But that's the thing. That's. I don't care what Hugh says. As far as I'm concerned, Janal just left an imprint of a memory, and fuck. Like, Hugh, it's great that you've apparently discovered weed or something because you are clearly high. But stop.
It would be pretty funny if the only person in this fucking show that got to have, like, a Trill flashback was not, in fact, the character who has had a fucking symbiont in their gut the whole time, but was Culber.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry. Adira is here to do some ping pong with Stamets. Probably one of the most egregious ping pongs I've seen in a while.
Adira Supreme.
I literally... When they're like, oh, but you learned something, and that's good, right? I
know, it's like Adira's the parent now.
I was just waiting for him to, like, fucking slap the shit out of them. Like, no, it doesn't all that matters. My legacy. Yeah, Fuck you.
I love how they're pretending that Stamets had an arc this season. Because last season, like, he loses Spore Tech because of all the shit with Tarka making it so that they stop using or stop, investigating how spore technology works. So he has nothing left to do. And therefore he does nothing all season. And then is crabby when he hasn't had anything to do.
No, good news, though. He still manages to throw some fucking pouty bitch angry face every once in a while.
That's just his face!
So you say. It is just his face.
Was anybody else reminded of the Tesseract from Interstellar when they went into the...
I've never seen Interstellar.
Remind me which thing the Tesseract was.
That was the thing that Matthew McConaughey flew into at the end. Where he could, like, it was like that Hall of Mirrors effect.
I could see that. I did not think of it now.
Yeah.
I just thought of a 1990s mall atrium. Like, when she was like, I can't describe it. It's like, it's a mall.
Yeah, well, once she was in there and, like, jumping into the different stores, yeah, I agree, mall.
The different stores. She popped into Brookstone.
There was just, and, like, I don't know. It was all very flashy. It was very action-packed. It was cool, but
it wasn't that cool. And I feel like it was obviously green screen.
It's not green screen, it's the volume.
Yeah.
They fucking love the volume this season.
The volume? What the fuck is that?
That's like it's a newish thing that they do on streaming shows where instead of green screen, they just have a giant, like, video screen behind the actors playing.
It's basically
that's even worse.
It's backdrops, but the modern version.
Like digital backdrops. It's
not worse, actually, because at least they can see that and interact with it somewhat. Yeah. But
it can be done pretty well. It actually, I think, was first used in a big way on the first season of The Mandalorian, and they did it really well.
Yeah,
I think the problem
we talked about it then, and we were impressed.
It was very cool when it started out because it was novel, but now it's got to the point where you can always tell, or I can always tell, I think, when I'm looking at something that's filmed in the volume, because the volume itself, I don't know why they call it a volume, but the thing itself, it's a room with a giant screen, so there's limited space. So the actors are always very constrained in where they can physically stand relative to each other.
Right.
Yeah, I think it worked better there because it was in The Mandalorian, because they were often using it for just like outdoor scenes with one or two people. So it was a little less.
Sense.
Yeah, like that's what its best use case is.
Yeah, especially like expansive scenes, like the desert scenes in The Mandalorian, where it just can go off into the distance, but you're not interacting with it.
Yeah, but when you're supposed to have like a crowd of people in a shuttle bay, it doesn't work as well.
Yeah, the Maul and Burnham fist fight was so overdone. Didn't need to exist.
I kind of spaced it, to be honest.
No, I know
this is happening.
Maul killed one of the Breens. What happened to the first one? We just left it in Hurricane World?
I think the idea is that he's dead. He's just hanging out in Hurricane World. Yeah. And now he's dead. And now he's in a black hole.
Poor that guy.
Also not clear why Maul killed that Breen. Like, did he attack her? Like, if not, why did she kill him?
She was wounded.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But, like, they'd all been on the same side? Like, what happened?
Maybe the Breen were being
now
crazy
there's no
by
sides.
What they were seeing. We don't know. We don't know how they might have dealt with it.
Yeah, we never see anything again on the Dreadnought ship. We just see it shoot shuttles at you and loom ominously. We never see our friend Lieutenant, what was it, Eridar or whatever it was again.
Something like that.
Doesn't matter. Dead, or actually, or possibly trapped outside the galactic barrier.
I like to imagine that when he used Discovery to launch them back to the galactic barrier or whatever, he overshoots it like Doctor Who would do back in the day when he's dropping off his companions at home and they're actually hundreds of years away by travel and they're never going to make it home.
They're actually just chilling, having coffee with 10C and Gary Mitchell.
Yeah, the technobabble was so strong in that scene. It was so present. I wrote down my favorite line, which was the stupidest one. If we quantum entangle the spores.
I was gonna say, my God.
You can always tell what the pop science is at any moment throughout the history of the whole show, because remember there's that TOS episode where they're going on about, oh God, what was it? It was something that we now understand way better, but in the 60s did not, so they completely misunderstood what it was.
Was it quasars? I bet it was quasars.
Yeah, it was the quasar one.
They were calling it a quastar.
That too, yes. But I'd love to get for people someone to go through and figure out, all right, so this is this way, because I'm sure it also happened, in the 80s and 90s ones, here's the pop science of 1993 soaking into TNG, and this is because I feel like quantum entanglement is one of the go-to things in lazy sci-fi lately.
How fucking terrible is it that they're introducing a brand new superpower in the series finale?
Well, being fair, it was written as the season finale.
Even still, it's 5 seasons in, and this is the first time we've seen Discovery do a saucer separation.
Listen, sometimes they would just give Spock a new superpower for no reason at all. It didn't even have to be a finale. So
no.
Just for laughs.
Just had to get you out of the damn story.
Yeah, I can mind meld with ships now.
If he had ever mind melded with a deflector dish, he could have become a god.
Well, now you know how Strange New World is going to end.
That reminds me, this is only the most tangentially related because Vulcans made me think of it. I was wrong. Tarina didn't fire that guy because he was at her wedding. He was just off sick last week, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, he might have gotten a promotion. I mean, they could still be good friends.
Maybe.
Or she just invites every Vulcan on the council or whatever it is.
Well, they invited everyone, including not Oo and not Detmer, that we not care about.
Was Oo there? Because I saw Detmer.
Oo and Detmer were in the little, dream sequence at the end.
Yeah, they didn't have any lines.
But they did seem to be, hanging all over each other in a very loverly way.
It was nice that they got those actors for that moment that didn't need to happen, but, would have been nice if they could have gotten from the wedding scene or any of the episodes this season.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
I have no clue.
Do we have any definitive...
The only thing I've heard reference is scheduling conflicts.
Oh, really? Because they were suddenly so in demand? I don't buy it. What have they done? What have they done since?
I mean, I've never looked up their stuff. They could be very busy for all I know. I don't watch a lot of television outside of Star Trek, so for all I know, they're both in something huge.
Okay, so back to this scavenger hunt. So we're at the end of the scavenger hunt. I still find it fucking ludicrous that it's effectively made with the expectation that a single person is going to have completed the scavenger hunt. Because in the library, only one person could press that button.
Yeah.
On the book button. And not even book, because he tried to press the button. Which means, because this I can't get out of my stupid brain. When we saw in Face the Strange that the future version of the scenario is Mal and Locke must have done it, and that's how the Breen got access to the progenitor tech and fucked up the Federation. So Mal and Locke passed all the tests.
I'm gonna guess it was Locke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and yet Mal is utterly befuddled by triangle discs.
Even after Michael tells her the solution, she tells her what the solution is, and she's still like, I put shape together.
That's pretty good.
Smash the round peg into the square hole.
Triangle.
That sort of tracks for her. I could see her just being like, fuck you, Mom. I don't care that you said I'm wrong. She's just so anti-authoritarian that she,
It overpowers her absolute mastery of everything else.
Yeah, she's also still so sad about Locke that I don't think she has the capability of reasoning. Which that I can understand. I did find it yet another little moment of Michael magically knowing a thing and understanding a thing because the writers need her to. When she's like, oh, what's in your transporter buffer, your portable buffer thing? Is it weapons? Oh, no. It's gonna be Locke. I'm like, Michael, Jesus, actual Christ.
No, it was actually weapons.
Of all the, deductions from this season, they're in love because loop-de-loops and whatever the fuck it was. This one actually makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's yet another Michael comes to the conclusion because someone doesn't speak.
Yeah, but I think, of them, if it hadn't been for
She's using her low-key psychic Vulcan power.
If it wasn't for the other ones, I think it wouldn't be as distracting. Because it's like, all right, it's not a weapon. What else? Okay, it's duh. That one at least kind of follows in a way where it's like, I could see her working that out, not just the writers needed her to work it out. Or
I just feel like maybe Mal should have said or done something because she's emotionally affected by this. Like, if Michael were pointing at the thing, saying like that, and Mal was like very defensive, that would tip her off.
Yeah.
But again, that's a littler thing. Getting back to my question, triangle shapes. Whose puzzle is the triangle shapes?
A fucking 5-year-old. That. This has been sort of, and I know we're going to be talking in a larger sense later, but this will sort of see the Discovery overall. I've been a little cooler on it on my second watch, but I've still
flaws are more apparent on the second watch, I think, too.
Right, and sort of one recurring one is that they often they never quite stick the landing. They kind of build stuff up so you're supposed to kind of start from the end and work backwards. And it feels like, in a lot of cases, they maybe didn't have the end fully formed when they started working backwards. And so, again, this stupid triangle, really? The ultimate...
It's literally blocks. It's literally put the blocks in a shape. And they're the cheapest looking blocks, too. It looks like someone just took some plexiglass and cut triangles out of them and put them on a play pad.
And this is a problem you see in stuff, it's a trope that causes people a lot of trouble. And it even predates television. It's this idea of a person can only be so clever. So in theory, this was something being left behind by a species so far ahead of any other species in the galaxy. But it's being written by human beings. So inevitably, whatever you come up with cannot possibly actually be satisfying as a viewer, because it's got to be something comprehensible as a person.
But this is so dissatisfying.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous.
It's like they didn't even try.
Yeah, it's like they shrugged. And because there's plenty of people have done that before. They have succeeded in making, and you can also argue like, yes, this was being made by super advanced people with the understanding that a not them would have to solve it. But again, it's almost condescending. Maybe that's what it is. They really overestimated how stupid people were. They're like, do you think they'll get it? Their brains are so tiny.
Okay, so we're settling on the one test that was the progenitor's test was the triangle test. And all the other elements of the scavenger hunt was like Velix and Derek's. And
what it is
the
the scientists were like, holy shit, this technology is so powerful and the progenitors have the shittiest security on it. We need to create a fucking massive pain in the ass to get to it.
So what Mrs. Potato Head said was her and the beta Zoid. I'd say someday I'll remember, but
why not Zoidberg?
Yeah, think Zoidberg.
That might help.
I've said it many times and you said that every time.
Fuck, maybe this time I'll remember. So
we'll see.
Mrs. Potato Head and the Betazoid, like, it sounds like kind of had a long talk. So this last puzzle theoretically was a joint effort, but I don't know. It's still a little wibbly.
Why didn't the Betazoid stay on as the new?
Because they had to go make the puzzle.
Oh. They
needed Burrito Derek's to make the puzzle. Michael says something to the effect when she's playing with the blocks, like a 5-year-old. The scavenger hunt builders put all of this together knowing I'd have to get to this final puzzle, negative space, blah, blah, blah. They solved this before, and that's why everything I've seen already is important, which is why she thinks the negative space, which is how she found the light thing, which is another fucking problem because whatever effect they were doing to say like, oh, look at this light thing, it's got a shadow. I was like, I don't see a fucking thing you're talking about.
Yeah, I think they wrote the lines before the VFX people, or they were working independently,
or they just didn't
somebody didn't get a memo.
Or they like just wrote this line, gave it to the VFX people who went, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does it mean for a light fixture to have a shadow in the light? What?
It's like, excuse me, do you know how light works? You've left. That's not how light works. Oh dear.
I'm sitting in the dark.
This is the problem of like not letting, not defunding both STEM and the humanities. Like writers don't know how light works. Scientists don't know how
plot works.
Basic ethics work. I think that's why they always shot it at an angle where like you couldn't quite see it right, because I think they realized they had no idea how the fuck to represent it.
Like, oh yeah, whatever Michael is seeing clearly is what makes the most sense. We're just not seeing from Michael's point of view.
Yeah, they kind of tried to cheat it, but we noticed. We
always noticed.
Part of what made this kind of underwhelming to me is that the progenitor tech just turned out to be exactly what it said on the tin. It wasn't. There was nothing mysterious or interesting about it, and I guess that's fine. It doesn't raise the dead.
That much we learned.
Well, no, nobody ever thought it raised the dead.
Maul
other than
thought it raised the dead.
Maul did, because
I think Stamets may have said so too.
Yeah, but what does he know? He's an engineer, not a biologist.
He's also a madman.
What raises the dead is fucking spores.
Spores, yeah, that's true.
Put fucking Locke in the goddamn spore world, and they'll spit him out of a little cocoon.
This might be the only Trek that didn't bring back a character that you really insinuated it was going to bring back to life.
True. Oh, I didn't expect him to come back. Because again, they were trying to set her up as the
Tarka.
The what?
Tarka.
Yeah,
she's
the Tarka.
Tarka.
But unlike Tarka, she doesn't die in the end.
No, because Locke did. So
yeah, I guess. But anyway, I don't know. I wouldn't have been underwhelmed by the progenitor tech. I think the fact that this is like a 10 episode season, and
we hated the chase.
Well, the chase,
and the fact that like because in Indiana Jones, it's fine that the MacGuffin is just that, that it's fine because we watched the movie and we enjoyed the movie and we enjoyed the adventure. I didn't really enjoy this adventure.
Well, that's
it was just kind of tedious.
Indiana Jones is a different property. It's a modern-ish now. Let's not talk about how old those movies are at this point. Take on 30s pulp adventure serials, which themselves were adaptations of like late 19th century adventure serials. Star Trek is a different beast.
Yeah, plus the Indiana Joneses always have like that kind of magical entity.
Yeah.
Whether it be like whatever the fuck come out of the Covenant or aliens.
Oh yeah, magic is actually real in the Indiana Jones world. It is not supposed to be real in Star Trek.
It's not just real. God exists.
Yeah.
Like blatantly, but also so do other gods and also interdimensional aliens. And I never saw the newest one, so I don't know what it was in that. But yeah.
Time travel. It was
a time travel-y thing. It was
sure, cool. Why not? But like, yeah, it's a weird. Again, could they? I think again, at the core of it, like you were saying, is the problem is they decided to base it on the fucking chase, which was one of the dumbest ideas TNG ever had. We were all happy to just pretend it never happened, and not only did they bring it back, they added a new layer of stupid to it. And and
even the progenitor even says, like, we were the only sentient race that we were aware of, and we wanted friends.
Which, like, if that's the case, why didn't you make any faster? Instead, they seeded the galaxy. Like, so did you want friends?
Because they didn't know how they actually had no idea how the tech worked themselves. So
yeah,
they didn't build it. They just used it. Yeah, I don't know. Briefly, I remember when I first watched this, when they get into the center of the into the progenitor hole, and we see all those different rooms that are looking into different places. With one of them has a mountain, one of them has a forest. Part of me was like, oh yes, they're going to reveal that the progenitors are the Iconians.
Oh, that would have been good.
And these are just Iconian gateways.
I'm so sorry.
And they will
never
make me so
get
happy, and it will redeem the entire show.
It will never, ever, ever be the Iconians, because somewhere in the universe there is just some force making sure it never will be, just out of spite for you. I don't know why you pissed off the universe how you pissed off the universe so bad, but you did.
I played that Star Trek Telltale game, not actual Telltale game, but the Telltale inspired Star Trek game.
Yeah, that one.
And it's the Takan, which is close. Those are the last outposts.
Our first meeting with the Ferengi.
It's like, I know that name.
Episode.
There's it's not a great episode, but it's like, still, why didn't they make it they needed to bring back an ancient and powerful civilization, and they went to Khan when they had the Iconians just sitting there?
I mean, here's the thing. Maybe the Iconians are the ones that made it.
Yeah, so sure. Doesn't that time not work out?
I don't think the Iconians predate. I don't think the Iconians predate the progenitors.
Unless they could hide in their
progenitors.
Whoever built this thing did.
The Cytherians.
Or, here we go. It's actually tech that is somehow left over from the previous universe.
Weird.
It's from the robot squid galaxy or whatever.
Oh, there we go. I'm just ripping off something from a comic book where a character was the last survivor of a universe that collapsed and then became one of the first things in our universe when it formed. Because there's that theory
sounds like the Matrix and Neo. Wasn't that his whole thing?
I don't remember, to be honest. But yeah, because
there's a lot. We should watch the Matrixes and do like a 10 forward.
We're going to very soon, Jake.
He's foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
This is how storytelling works.
Oh,
we're seeding stuff better than Discovery.
Yeah, take notes, whoever writes Star Trek. Oh, I got one. So obviously, the fucking elephant in the room, Daniels. Fuck that guy.
So here's what pissed me off. Like
everything about it.
The day the finale went live. Or maybe the next day, like not long enough. The official goddamn Star Trek Facebook page posted a profile of crewman Daniels. And I was like, I wonder why that's there. Because I hadn't seen the episode yet.
They are very bad at spoiling things.
Admittedly, I didn't jump immediately to Kovach's Daniels. I don't know what I jumped to, but it's like, okay, so obviously Daniels is showing up in some capacity. Thanks.
Like, who was this for? Who was like,
Right?
man, I really wish that we could get more. Daniels was such an interesting, like, you know, inspiring character that really begged to be plumbed more deeply. Like,
it's
why?
for people who really, really want a reference, and there are definitely those people because they'll say, "I get the reference."
Terrible reference.
Yeah, here's the other thing too.
It's a bad reference to a stupid character from a terrible show.
It's not just that. It's not just that Daniels is bad. It's that it's a terrible answer to a question nobody asked. Because nobody was sitting there watching the show being like, "Oh, I wonder who Kovich is."
There were definitely people asking.
I think
he must be somebody. It couldn't just be that he's just some mysterious dude that happens to be around.
One of the theories that was floating around at the time was, is Kovich
the Guardian of Forever?
Future guy, the guy that Silak? What's the fucking other the phone guy's name?
Sounds right.
That's possibly Silak. God damn it.
The guy that was in TNG.
Tom Selleck.
No, the main recurring
the shadow guy that we thought was going to be Archer.
Oh, in Enterprise.
Yeah, in Enterprise.
Silek.
The Sulaban guy.
Silek.
Yeah.
The one Silek always talked to.
Yeah, that guy. There was thought of like, is Daniels or is Kovich that guy?
I really cannot stand this era of genre things where like and I blame George Lucas and the fucking prequels. Not everything needs a fucking explanation. Like here's the thing. Before he was revealed as Daniels, I have to admit that I found the idea of Kovich sort of interesting, but I didn't need him to be somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I was perfectly happy with him being his own thing. You know, like, okay, this is a weird fucking dude. Time travel's probably involved, but it never... now, admittedly, also some of the bias there is, even when I thought I liked Enterprise, there were two things I went in knowing I hated. Season 3 and fucking Daniels.
Yeah, because the whole the temporal Cold War thing goes nowhere, is a waste of time, and is poorly handled.
Yes, but even that aspect of it aside, just the character of Daniels is just such a little shit-kicking fuck. Like, he's just so... on his own, even separated from the whole stupid temporal Cold War thing, you want someone to fucking hit him.
Like and this really feels to me like another of those things. This is why the internet's bad.
Yes.
One of the many reasons the internet's bad is that because I don't think they were ever planning to make Kovich Daniels until the last minute when they were like, oh, people are really speculating about who Daniels is. Or who Kovich is. We should tell them. And because otherwise they would have seeded something about him being a time traveler. If they knew that he was going to be like, what is Daniels' thing? Time travel. That's what he does. He travels through time. He's a time cop who goes back in time.
But what I mean is, like, we've seen how good the show is at seeding. Like,
oh, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, if they wanted us to buy this explanation that Kovich was Daniels, they should have had him time travel ever.
So the thing
he talks about time traveling with Georgiou.
Yeah, like that's
because Georgiou time traveled.
Like I said, on the first viewing, I remember thinking, like, all right, this guy probably has done some time traveling. Again, did not jump to Daniels. But there was one moment, unfortunately, I wish I'd written it down, but I remember a few months ago, there was a moment that made it feel like maybe they actually did know. Because I remember Ames and I looked at each other across the table and made a, oh, fuck, face at each other.
Oh, I don't remember what it was.
Neither do I. Unfortunately, I should have written it down at the time. We couldn't say anything, because, again, we hadn't gotten here, and also Caitlin didn't know yet. But there was one moment where it was like, fuck, did they actually know he was fucking Daniels? And it was something from season 4, but for the life of me, I can't remember what.
I gotta tell you, I was expecting the first time I watched the scene that he was going to be... I gave them more credit. I gave the writers more credit than they deserve. When they were showing, like, the Geordie's visor and the crap on the shelf, I was like, oh, it's going to be Wesley Crusher, isn't it? Which would have been equally disappointing, but at least it would have been a character that more people would have heard of.
Yeah. And also a character people actually have, like, warm feelings towards.
Yeah.
Like, does anyone actually like Daniels?
No. Even if you like Enterprise, then you're not liking Daniels.
Like I said,
I don't know.
When I thought I liked Enterprise, I still hated Daniels.
What's very funny, I just watched today Jessie Gender's review when this episode came out, and she was so pleased because she's a big Enterprise fan. And when it was revealed it was Daniels, she said it was like they were giving me a warm hug. And
well, she's the only one, so good for her.
I mean, I guess there's... Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly the thing. It's fan service in the literal sense.
I mean, even in the scene, it's fucking fan service, because when Michael asks, because Michael, again, magically knows, what's your real name? I'm Michael Burnham. And he says, my name is Agent Daniels. And then literally looks out the screen at the audience and winks, basically, because it's not for Michael. Mike, this is going to mean nothing to Michael that it's a different name. It's like, okay, that's a different name than Kovich. Sure. She won't know this name.
She might have known. You don't think she would have known who Daniels was?
I think it would have been totally, because it would have been expunged from any kind of record.
No, you're right.
I will say,
I'm wrong.
I would love to have been in the room when they gave the pages to
Cronenberg?
Thank you, yeah. It's like, all right, why the fuck does this matter? It's like, oh, he's a character from Enterprise. It's like, okay. Because I guarantee you, Cronenberg hasn't seen Enterprise. He gave no fucks
this whole show long.
But I mean, I especially, like, for him, even he probably had to be told why it was significant, you know? Like... Should
I have been reading any of this differently?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say that does fucking track is that Daniels shows up randomly throughout Enterprise to deliver exposition to Archer and send him on quests.
True.
And that is what Kovich does.
That is true. And I will say, you know what? It shouldn't have been somebody, but that was unavoidable, I guess. At least they didn't ruin Duquesne.
I still do love me my Duquesne.
And they definitely would have ruined Duquesne if they decided he was Kovich.
They should have made him Kevin Uxbridge.
Why? That makes less sense. They should have made him nothing, because, you know, I've said all season long I've disliked Kovich. We have yet another red directive. He even says, like, oh, I may have some stuff for Maul to do, because, you know, I've noticed that she's wily. So that's why we kept Maul around, so that she can become a time traveler with Kovich. Where's that sequel series?
Please, no. What a stupid reveal.
Yeah, it's such a stupid reveal, but I think the absolute worst thing that this does as a finale is it tries to culminate everything when they cram in this epilogue at the end that just prolongs the fucking show. And it's not only not worth it to wrap up the series, I think it actively hurt the show where they leave it.
I don't think
Well, the stuff with Zora was absolutely terrible.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I hate that.
Like, what it should have just been, if they really wanted to tack on an epilogue so we kind of, like, know where everyone is in however many decades, is it's just Michael and Book going with the sun to his new ship. There we go.
That's fine.
That's sweet.
We still don't need it.
We don't need it, no, but...
Them on the beach, because the last thing they say when they're on the beach, let's see what the future holds. They exit the beach together.
That's fine.
Fucking perfect. And
that's fine.
Great line to end on. Great moment.
But then we won't know what happens and how we got in Calypso.
And again, that's like just to keep the world's worst internet people happy.
Yeah, and it's so upsetting because we don't need it, because Calypso is best in isolation.
Yeah.
It's the same. I mean, it's the exact same reason that they told us that they had this whole Kovich scene, is because they felt like the fans are going to want to know who Kovich is. The fans are going to want to know how Discovery and Craft
Culber
met.
Says earlier in the episode that it's better to have a mystery, and then they don't listen to what their own fucking character said.
It's really like, here's the thing. One of my favorite things about this sort of stuff is, like, varying levels of insane fan theories, but they're only fun if nothing is ever confirmed. You know, like, Jake's had some wonderful tinfoil hat shit over the years. If any of it became canon, I'd probably be pissed. There's probably been a few decent ones in there, but, like, it's more fun to be able to say something completely insane that is semi-plausible, but I don't need to see it. I don't need it to be confirmed. People who want their fan theories to be confirmed need a hobby.
It's selfishness. It's I was right. Wank.
Well, and I also think that that's why it had to be Daniels, because nobody was able to say I was right, because nobody saw that coming.
That's probably true.
Like, that's the thing. Like, the writers probably like, okay, who are we? Oh, can we make it Wesley Crusher? No, there's a ton of people saying that already. We can't be Wesley Crusher. Oh, well, can we Can it be Q? No. People are guessing it's Q. What's your real name, Kovich? Well, I've had many names and many faces, but you can call me the Cisco.
I actually thought for a hot second when in the first time they were doing the reveal. I know you thought it was going to be Wesley. I thought, oh dear God, if they've whitewashed Cisco somehow, I'm going to be so angry.
No, maybe they could have made him Dax.
Burlingoff Rasmussen.
Yep, there you go.
Rasmussen, that's who I was thinking of. That's who I was thinking of. Wait, is that who I was thinking of?
It is who you were thinking of.
Who do you think Rasmussen is?
The future guy.
Yeah, the time traveler guy.
Yeah. Okay,
but he was actually not. He was from the past.
Yeah, he steals data. He's one of the people who steal data.
Poor Data.
He's always getting stolen.
No wonder people don't think he's people.
Yeah, because Michael and Book are back together. That's like fine. That. They're cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love the woodland creature that keeps invading Michael's yard.
Yeah.
Like weird
that
little
thing was adorable.
Creature. Yep.
I do like that she didn't retire to Earth, because that would not make sense for her.
No,
that's true.
It's not her home.
It as far as I presume, it's supposed to be Sanctuary 4.
Is that the place where they put the transform?
Yeah, because when they pan out, there's all the transforms going in the river.
Yeah,
so.
And did you see they also had Book's tree?
I was expecting the tree to the world root thing to have a bit more of a payoff.
Well, he's planted it. So.
Yeah, we see it. We see the tree. It looks nice.
That's true. It is there.
It's like at the end of Legend of Zelda when they show the baby Deku tree.
Yeah, at the end of Ocarina. Yeah, again, like if you needed an epilogue, which again I don't think you did, it should have just been them bringing him to his new ship. You know?
Yeah, they named him Leto after that horrible, horrible nephew.
Ugh. Actually, no. Michael's just a really big Dune fan.
Yeah, they should have brought him to his new ship, and it would be like the Discovery D or something, and it would spore jump away, and that would be
something.
The end.
Yeah, and while I think like it almost felt like it was just like them just throwing a hugging party. The hugging party bathed in sunlight. The one thing I did say is at least it's not a montage. It would have been so worse. Camp.
But yeah, you could tell that it's just like they like, oh well, we don't really want to do old age makeup for everybody, so let's make it like
lines.
Let's just make it a reverie and get it and be done with it.
They play. Oh God, I can't remember the song at the end of They literally just do the end of Animal House. You know, play the music, show pictures of the character with text saying what they went on to do.
Oh God.
Maul served 20 years in a maximum security brig.
Yeah.
With
now
a window.
Works at Eclairs.
It did have a window. She said her brig has a window, and I think that's a pretty nice brig.
I'm sorry, Jake. I've got to disagree. She would work at a Hot Topic.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
She is very Hot Topic coded.
Mall.
Oh yeah. Maul would work at the mall, the Hot Topic at the mall.
Well, that's what I was saying. She'd be at Claire's, but yeah, I think you're right. I think
she doesn't have Claire's vibes.
More her thing.
Jake, you did comment that we finally figured out how they're always changing clothes so fast.
Oh yeah, we see that at least in the future, Burnham just changes her outfit by tapping her badge.
That's what I said last week. That is how Book changes clothes so quick. The clothes
now we know.
I was kidding because I forgot she did that.
I did too, and now we know.
Yeah, so that's what
I like this Admiral uniform.
I wish
too.
that we had that. I wish that was real.
That'd be nice.
Because honestly, like, not to be whatever, but like, plus size fashion is so hard to like find the right cut and shit, and it's so much more expensive than straight sizing. If I could just press a button and have something that fits me perfectly at the drop of a hat like that, it'd be fucking great.
Plus, I imagine if you get programmable matter clothing, you probably don't have to do laundry anymore. It can probably just clean itself.
Yeah,
no, the
break
uniforms
itself
are
back
nice.
down to its parts.
Yeah.
So they had to defit the Discovery back to its 23rd century appearance.
Literally just because that's how it is in Calypso. They give no reason at all why.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Because they didn't want their tech out there? Yeah, no, there's no good reason. There's none.
No, it's because Kovich watched that short trek and was like, oh man, we fucked that up.
Oh, the internet people are gonna be mad.
I know we've talked about it before, but I totally forgot that they rechristened Discovery as Discovery A, and it pissed me off all over again.
Yeah, it's not how the lettering system works.
Because it's not how that works.
And now if they have a new Discovery, would it be the Discovery B or the Discovery A?
It would have to be the Discovery B.
But now there's no Discovery A. They unade it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I feel a little let down by this finale, I'm not gonna lie.
He's a bit of a wet fart.
I was actually surprised that it did make me cry.
Really?
Which part?
Just the end, like when she like looks over and Saru is like holding out a hand for her. That's when it started. And then the peanut gallery was like, is Star Trek gonna make you cry right now? And I was like, dude, it wouldn't be the first time, so maybe. But then I kept watching and I kind of was feeling that feeling fade, and then they got to the part where she and Tilly hug, and that's when the crying started. I was like,
you know what that ended up feeling like to me, this reverie moment? What? It felt like Rose at the end of Titanic.
Yeah,
again, a second Titanic reference we have.
Jack waiting on the stairs.
Yeah, going through and seeing all the old
probably
faces.
Made me cry too.
I was like, I bet this is making Caitlin a little verklempt.
Yep, Caitlin was verklempt.
I mean, what's interesting though, right, is presumably, she's Admiral Burnham.
Yeah.
She's obviously still in Starfleet. So she's had like a 40+ year career after the events of season 5 of Discovery.
Yeah.
Was that career on Discovery, or were there
at least some of it,
other
presumably?
ships?
You know how it works in Star Trek. Unlike the real military, you stay on one ship as long as you realistically can, with all the same people.
And then even longer, even if you have to steal it to do it.
Yes.
Yep. And then when you destroy that ship, you make them give you an identical ship.
Yes.
And if they won't, you steal it if you have to.
They give you an identical ship after they scrub out the corpses of the Yorktown crew.
Hooray. Yeah, I was a little emotional at that point, but nothing else about this episode really moved me, except for when they fucking revealed Daniels, at which point I paused, recorded a screaming reaction to Chris, and then continued watching.
Yeah, that's the reason why I really wanted to know your reaction to this episode, because it's like, oh god, we've been keeping so quiet on this Daniels thing.
It's been hard.
I have to know the rage.
Chris can share it with you. He can forward it to you. I messaged it to him, and then I said, oh my god, for the love of all that's good and holy, don't listen to that with headphones on. It will kill you. But yeah, I was big fucking mad.
Yeah,
and if it weren't for that, I would have been like, okay, meh. But
the
because
Breen
of
ended
that,
up being
I'm pissed.
not a threat at all.
Oh, they weren't. Yeah, no, they were just there to launch ships this episode.
Yeah, someone explained to me how Saru talked Tahal out of it. Was it just Tahal didn't think, oh, it's not worth dealing with this guy, fuck it, I don't care anymore.
The writers didn't feel like doing anything. They didn't feel like giving Saru a story this season. They're like, oh, I thought we wrote him out. Oh, well, the people like him, so we have to have him around doing some stuff.
It's such a bummer knowing he wasn't around because he was off doing some terrible legacy sequel movie.
Which one?
Hocus Pocus 2?
Was it terrible? I thought it was good.
I
haven't seen it.
I don't know, but legacy sequels are almost never good.
Well, to be fair, not much about this season was that great either. So,
but maybe he dodged
a bullet.
Yeah, having more Doug Jones might have helped it. It's possible. That said, we didn't, so it didn't. I thought though it was fucking insult to injury at the end when Burnham's like, oh, did Action Saru come out? And he's like, maybe. And it's like, yeah, but it didn't, though. You literally just talked her to death. There was no action.
He kirked it.
He didn't karate chop Tahal, or the fucking name is.
He confused her with logic puzzles.
Yeah. He pulled a TOS.
Saru uses confuse. It is very effective.
Yes. Tahal is confused. She's like, wait a minute. So you're saying
Tahal self-owns in its confusion.
I appreciate the talking.
Yeah.
Talking a villain out of being a villain thing. But it also just felt so tacked on because it was so disconnected from anything else that was happening. It's like they created this whole Tahal plot just to give Saru something to do.
You know what's actually a shame when you think about it is Tahal is the Breen that Raynor had history with.
Yeah.
And Raynor never sees her.
Nope.
Yeah.
Or talks to her or has anything to do with that side of the plot at all.
Yeah.
He's just on Discovery sitting in a chair because everyone's like, sit in the chair.
Which, it's one of those things. Yeah, in real life, you don't always get the satisfaction of confronting your past.
But this is a television show.
Right, in TV you usually do. You feel like if you put Tahal on the goddamn mantelpiece in Act 1...
Yes, you have to shoot her in Act 5.
She's gotta, come face to face with the man she has been haunting in Act 3. It's like, guys, you of all people should understand Chekhov's gun.
But yeah, so I'd say... all in all, not my favorite season.
No.
It is by virtue of being one of 5 in the top 5 and also the bottom 5.
It is in my top 5 seasons, I will say.
Of the series. Yep.
All right, before we get to that, since now we have finished this scavenger hunt of a season, I think we have segued very smoothly, ish, into kind of season thoughts. What are some... What did we like from this season?
I liked when it ended.
Despite the fact that the show you said, Ames, the show seems to be a bit condescending towards Raynor and doesn't want us to like him. I liked Raynor.
Oh, Raynor's going to be on both lists then, because god damn it.
Why?
Okay, tell me why you like Raynor.
I like the idea of Raynor more than I like the execution of Raynor.
I like the character. I like that he's crabby.
Yeah, he's kind of curmudgeonly. We like that.
Yeah, he's delightful. Overall, you're like, oh, he's changed so much this season. Like, he has? Or have you people just realized you just need to fucking learn to deal with the fact that not everyone's all about making fucking dandelion crowns and stuff?
Wow, dandelion crowns. Okay, boomer.
I don't know. I was trying to think of something that felt very stereotypically hippie.
Tilly expected him to make friendship bracelets.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I should have said. And again, as I said a few weeks ago, I think the actor does a pretty good job, all things considered, that, his character's a bit all over the place. I don't know, he delights me.
Well, I'll tell you in a little bit why he's also going to be on the low light list. It won't be surprising. It's stuff I've read about for days and days.
I liked Fred.
I liked Fred.
He was fun. I mean, he was a one-off character that was dispatched promptly, but I like that they put him there and it didn't feel the need to really explain much. He's obviously a Data, but
Yeah, he was a reference that they weren't pointing at and saying, look, you know this guy? Wink at audience, you get it, right? Yeah. No, he was just a character first.
Yeah, he's got, he's sort of much less impactful, but he's kind of like Haas, just a fun one-off. Yeah. Not as fun as Haas. Haas is just a pure delight, and I like that he's a little weird, and as we posited, maybe he's starting to break a little, so he's getting kind of funny.
Yeah, because he's so old.
Yeah.
I liked Janal and Wilson Cruz's portrayal.
Oh,
that's high on my list. They finally let Wilson Cruz do literally anything.
That wasn't just him whimpering about how his life wasn't what he thought it was going to be.
Yeah, basically. or flexing and being hot, which
Oh, well, that's all right.
That's fine.
Do that too.
I liked Locke.
I also liked
and
Locke.
By extension, I guess I liked Maul when she was with Locke.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I would put that.
I would say that without Locke, Maul is absolutely the worst. But Locke was good shit.
like, for a character who didn't have a ton of screen time when you really get down to it, or not a ton of lines, he leaves a really strong impression.
Yeah, I think he was very clear as a character who he is, what his values are, what his relationships with people are. Yeah, and even through, like, the small taste we got of him, like, I got him. And I got their relationship. That's
really weird. Like, and again, like, the actor, I have no idea what his name is. And under all that makeup and just doing that well, like, well done, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, relatedly, I'm left not quite sure if this was going to belong on both lists, but at the very least, I'll say adding a little new stuff to the Breen I did like. Because, you know, I do like the Breen. I find them interesting. I love when they change everything as they want to do. I love that they have two faces.
Yeah.
I think the more we saw of Breen, the less I liked of Breen. Because I feel like Hugh kept saying, it's better when things are a mystery.
Yeah, I think
I feel like I learned just enough that I still like Breen.
Yeah, had they done much more than what they did, it might have been a problem. But I think they just enough to, I think, like, yeah, no, you've added some spice to these characters. You took one of the bigger old mysteries and, you know, gave a solution without it being bad. Like, would it have been better never knowing what they looked like? Maybe, but this resolution of these strange half-solid, half-jelly people, like, what fun! That's delightful. Yes. Like, okay, it's not a weird reference, it's a new thing, and it's intriguing, so well done.
Yeah, I didn't care for Rune. I think Rune of the Breen was very one-dimensional.
Oh, he just should have had a fucking snidely whiplash mustache taped to the front of his helmet. Like, he was just pure generic villain.
Yeah, which was boring. But the rest of Breen stuff, I'm still okay with Breen stuff.
Yeah.
I really do. I did prefer it when I couldn't understand them.
That's true.
Truly.
I mean, suddenly by the heist episode, everyone's fluent in Breen. Sure, whatever, fine.
Well, because it was in their helmets.
I'm still always a sucker for a time episode, so Face the Strange, jumping around with the time bug. I thought that was an interesting concept. I'm about that.
And they, remembered that Stamets and time have a weird relationship. So, well done remembering your own goddamn continuity, which they don't always do.
Yeah, it lets you come full circle a little bit,
was too. Was that episode this season?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was a good episode. I liked that.
Yeah, wait, it lets you also Face the Strange.
With the time bug.
Oh. Okay, bug. Yeah.
Because it also lets them come a little bit full circle, because, you see Michael, season 1 Michael again.
Yes.
And see how far she's come. It's almost like they planned this to be the final season, to like do that kind of like reflection back.
Yeah, it just kind of work out.
Couple other little things I like. I do think, and this is a low fucking bar, this is the best paced season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're right.
Low bar.
It doesn't feel like there was a lot of chaff in this one.
Yeah, because it felt like every episode things were progressing forward, or at least when they were stalled for a good reason.
Yeah.
And really, I think that's mostly just a slight to all the other seasons, which were paced terribly. I thought the library was pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I liked the library too.
Oh,
and I liked that little outfit that Book was wearing.
I thought some of the ideas on Whistlespeak Planet were okay, but
the ideas were okay.
That's why I'm qualifying it by saying the ideas, like the technology that was ancient to them, but not like but actually future technology to the 23rd century people was interesting.
There was something I meant to mention during the episode proper, but it kind of fits here. I did like that for the opening credit sequence for this final episode, they incorporated elements from every season.
Oh, they did, yeah. I made sure to watch it because I knew that was happening.
Credit sequence, that was nice. I forgot they did that. The one thing even at the time I kind of wished they'd done was have the hands finally fucking connect.
That would have been funny.
Please do it. It's annoyed me for 5 years.
Speaking of the library scene, because I did like that, I also liked Book having that scene where he gets the world root.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's a good kind of like building on his journey last season. Because of course, David Ajala was the thing everyone liked the best last season. Cause damn.
Yeah, he's any season he's in, he's my favorite part of that season probably. Was he only in 2 seasons?
No, he was in 3.
He's in 3, right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was just gonna say, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah,
he's in all the 32nd
wonderful.
century seasons.
He did not fail to deliver. I even loved it when they were like cute old couple together, and he was like, "Hey, no hugging without me." It's just like, nah, it's adorable. It's really
embarrassing
Aww.
dad.
I don't know. I just love him. He's
and they
great.
did a good job of
really great.
And they did a really good job. They're just feeling like, they've now been together for fucking ages.
And their chemistry is so fucking
really is
good, dude. Holy shit. I mean, I feel like he could probably have chemistry with like a dead hamster, but luckily Michael Burnham is... I don't know, it was the first thing that came to mind for whatever reason. But like, obviously, Michael, as much as she does slip into some weird tropes that are always like, the whisper gasping, like amazement thing that she does whenever she, discovers something new, she still acts her ass off, and together they're beautiful.
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting. This is only occurring to me right now, so I don't have a good way to put it, but it's like Michael with Book in private is such a different character, as she should be. And I think it's a credit to the both of them that happens, like when she's alone with him, she can, she struggles with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also she can let like some of that like pressure she always feels on herself drop, So yeah, they're great together.
Nice. Last thing I like is the last thing of the season, and that's Michael throwing the progenitor tech into the event horizon.
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah. Good decision. I like when they make good decisions.
Yes.
Even though I could have told you that fucking 9 episodes ago.
I mean, the thing is, because I was thinking of this, they did still have to find it so they could do that, Like, if they just hadn't pursued it at all, which also...
They could have destroyed the scavenger hunt. That's all they needed to do.
But this way...
But someone could have stumbled
across.
It.
Yeah, this way we know it's gone. So it still served a purpose.
Okay, I'll allow that. I think that's a good idea because no one should have this tech. Especially Kovich.
Dude.
What was he gonna do with it?
Make a bunch of archers to be his friend.
I was just gonna say, there'd be so many archers.
They said they couldn't resuscitate. Bring back to life.
Yeah, revive. Yeah, no, he's just gonna make a bunch of archers, but since they don't have his memories, he'll just program them to like him.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kovich is a creep.
He is the worst. Speaking of things that are the worst, unless anyone has any more good things.
I think we hit all the highlights.
All right, my biggest fucking lowlight, motherfucking Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
100%.
No
argument from me.
That just stands in for, like... Again, that is in itself a metaphor for a problem with so much modern genre television, as I said earlier. Like, he is just an exemplar of something people keep doing. Please stop. Stop. I didn't need him to be Daniels. I don't need the Joker's origin story. I don't need to know how fucking Maz Kanata wound up with Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Like, stop it. Fucking stop. Stop.
Yeah, and it's such obvious fan wank.
Yeah.
That scene is terrible.
So dumb.
I'm so angry about it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't even make it feel natural.
Nope.
Like, it felt just like, by the way, I know that your name is a code name. Like, how did you know that?
Michael knows everything.
Yeah,
it's from his
smart.
Silence. It's because he didn't say anything, so she figured it out.
That fucking bitch.
Taps his badge, and Cronenberg's in that terrible jumpsuit Daniels always wore.
No.
No, not that thing.
They tried to get him to do that, and Cronenberg threatened to shoot them. So yes, the thing I was gonna bring up, the wasted fucking everything with whistle speak.
Yep.
So many fascinating ideas tossed aside in favor of a stupid race for jerks.
Not enough whistling.
Ironically, yes. Never thought I'd say that, but here we are. Could have done without the constant references to Detmer and Owo. It just made it more obvious they weren't there.
Oh yeah, the whole bridge crew disappeared. They don't even talk about Christopher. No one ever learned Nilsson's name once.
Nilsson, they at least said, had transferred to a different ship.
Had she?
Yeah, she's on Voyager now. They mentioned that in like one of the first 2 episodes.
Damn.
Yeah, so Nilsson, at least they were like, she's just gone. She's on a different ship. Fine. Like, it would have been better to just not constantly mention them. Because again, even though they were barely characters, I don't know, I'd gotten used to them. I liked them. They were there in the front. There they were.
We still would have noticed if they weren't being mentioned all the time. And we'd be asking, why are they not saying, where's Detmer and Owo?
I think of the two options, though, I'd have taken just not constantly mentioning it. You know?
Yeah, when they're like, oh yeah, Detmer and Owo, they're bringing the ISS Enterprise into port. So, and that will take them months, probably.
And like, at least with Bryce, like he'd only been around part of last season, so it was a little less weird that he just wasn't around this season, except for the very, very end again. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, and although they were there, I felt like, I mean, not that this is much different than previous seasons, that Adira just was a non-presence.
And Stamets.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, even Stamets felt like a non-presence.
Considering they wanted to pretend he had an arc, he was barely there. Which is, a waste of Anthony Rapp. I delight in Stamets.
Yeah, Stamets really did get the short end of the stick. And I feel like he got fucked last season, too. Because last season, there was this whole, like, Tarka and I have more in common than I'd care to admit kind of thing. And he's just been a whiny bitch about his legacy ever since.
He's still at least been around. He was at least around more last season, though. Here it was like... And
that's the thing, like, he only whined about this legacy, like, a couple of times, because other than that, he was doing nothing. He was he was there for technobabble, and that was it. Which is one of my biggest gripes, is this is possibly the most technobabble heavy season of any Trek.
It's possible.
It boggles the mind that so frequently I'm just like, I have no idea what they're talking about, but I'm glad it works. Okay, sure. They've got something to work through magic. I accept.
Deflector array and harmonics.
My bottom, maybe even lower than Daniel's. It's hard to say. My lowest light. It was the fucking chase.
Yes.
Yes. No,
one of my
fair.
least favorite Star Trek episodes of all time, and they decided to stretch it into a goddamn season.
I always wonder, because I say, I think the chase is dumb, but I don't think I could claim I hate it as much as Jake. I will not try to claim that crown. Are there enough people out there that like the idea of the chase? Like,
absolutely not.
Doesn't everyone think it's just kind of dumb?
If they don't think it's kind of dumb, they nothing it. I don't think it's even people who are okay with it, probably it's not going to be their favorite thing. It's not going to break anyone's top 50 TNG episodes.
Yeah, like I'm not very active. I was never very active in forums or anything like that. So everything I know about the zeitgeist of the fandom comes from, Facebook, which is only for old people. But it's I don't feel like before this people were particularly talking about it much at all, except to maybe go, wait a minute, the progenitor is just the female changeling.
True.
It is the IM database. It is an 8.0.
That is higher than I was expecting.
What was an 8.0?
Higher than it deserves.
The season or
No. The chase, the Next Generation episode. I was curious.
In a pig's ass?
Serially.
That's
it's
insane.
So serial, you guys.
No way. I mean, it's
no way.
Season 6 is rated overall pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some great episodes.
Season 5?
6.
Season 6 of TNG. Sorry, I was derp.
So it's kind of middle of the road in terms of season 6 episodes, but
yeah, but thinking about it in the totality, it's 8 does just seem really high.
Yeah.
For an episode that basically serves the same purpose in TNG as the terrible Klingon explanation episodes of Enterprise. Why does everyone look alike? Because it was a television show in the 60s with a 2-cent budget. We don't need an in-universe explanation. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, well, you're getting one, though.
Accept this explanation.
No. Dumb.
But yeah, the chase, awful idea. If it had been a different race of aliens, it's still a long scavenger hunt season in which each puzzle has a really stretchy meaning, which I found forced as hell.
Yeah, like you could
Michael's
have done
line of, have you noticed that each of these puzzles has a meaning? It's like, oh my God, Michael.
Yeah, like not every, like it could have been perfectly reasonable to have a fun scavenger hunt, treasure hunt thing without this meaning bullshit. Because again,
it sounds like it should be fun, you know?
Yeah, well, because again,
scavenger hunts sound fun.
It's meaning in a yoga studio way, you know? Like, like I'm gonna actually, for once in my life, agree with the worst people in the world and be like, you know, maybe some of you motherfuckers need to get out of California for 10 minutes and remember how the rest of the fucking real world, not even California, get out of like the bougie parts of Los Angeles. Because I know the normal parts of Los Angeles are normal. I've met people from there. Like, get out of like whatever fucking weird goddamn Hollywood bullshit you've been doing. Remember that not everything needs to fucking be a poster. Very much felt like that. Very annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't love that the way they ended this season effectively ruined
Calypso.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it ruin? Why do you say that?
Well, because it changes it from just a kind of a standalone story about a man meeting a ship and falling in love, but now it's, well, the ship was sent there to meet the man.
Yeah. Kovich specifically sent the ship there to meet the man.
Well, we don't know. Like,
was she sent there to meet the man, or was she just sent there to be there when Michael needed her? Wait, was that last season? Oh my God.
I don't know what you're saying. No, they specifically said Burnham's red directive is we need to send Discovery out to meet Kraft.
Yeah. Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, no.
The character from Calypso.
They didn't have to do that. Because again, it was just like, even in the short, it's like, why is she there? It's like, I don't really know. Just kind of here, and there's a whole thing, and it's like, that would have been fine. That's great. Why does it look different? I don't know. That's the one thing we'd have to hand wave. Fuck it. Fuck you.
Yeah, and it ends up making it feel gross because Michael, and I'm going to say Kovich, even though we don't know whose red directive this is.
Go with Kovich.
Sent her out there on purpose, knowing that this would be torture for a sentient being. Just to be alone for 1,000 years for this magical hand wavy. Oh, it's because we know she's going to meet Kraft, so it's already like a predestined thing. Michael even saying like, Kraft. I don't know if that's a person or a craft. It's like, why would you think it's a person? That's goddamn. It's again, Michael always knowing what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Blarg. Speaking of Michael always knowing exactly what's going on, that's an element of Lowlight is it just makes it canon that Michael is literally the most important person in the universe, which I know we joke about a lot, but now they actively did it.
Yeah. At least she made the right choice in the end.
I'm glad she did. She basically said, like, I don't want to be the most important person in the universe. I'm like, thank you, Michael. Good. I'm glad of that. A couple more things on my things I didn't care for list. I do have to shit on Raynor because, and it's mostly Raynor when seen through Tilly's eyes.
Yeah,
because my dislike of Raynor ends up turning into me really disliking Tilly this season because Tilly expected him to be the cookie cutter captain that she expects him to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he's not. And therefore she treats him like he's wrong all the time. And I really disliked her this season because she just felt mean.
Yeah.
And because we're seeing Raynor through Tilly's eyes, through Michael's eyes, as the guy who's always wrong, until the end when he comes around and now he's everyone's friend like we want him to be. Fuck that.
That's the thing, they even say, he's gone through so much growth. It's like, yeah, he seems like the same guy to me. He'll just occasionally admit why he's in a bad mood, but he's still in a bad mood. Like, great, he sat in the chair. I mean, he's still doing everything he would have done. Like, he's still him, really.
He got the
at least he stopped
pillow.
Pacing.
True.
I kind of wanted Zora to tell Michael, like, to sit. Like, because, she's like, sit down. She should be like, the pacing is making me nervous.
There was too little Saru this season.
Oh, yes.
And even when he was around, there was that whole subplot of him being a simp boyfriend.
Yeah, he's a little pussy. It's too bad.
I will say that, in their defense, the lack of him wasn't the fault of the writers. It was the fault of scheduling stuff. But yes, what they did with him when he was there.
I was going to say, but because he wasn't there all the time, they could have really packed something great in for when he was. And instead, they gave us whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I think it really did make me understand. Like, he had those couple of good moments in, is it Under the Twin Moons? Whatever the one with the twin moons was.
Something
when
like that,
he's on his last message with Michael. Good Saru stuff. We love that. And after that, when then he's doing, like, dumb relationship gags, it really makes you say, like, what? You are utilizing this man wrong.
Yeah, no, he's the heart of the Ghostbusters, and it shows through his lack of presence this season.
He's the heart of the Ghostbusters?
It's a line from Ghostbusters, but...
Okay.
I think he's a very important pillar of this show, and the lack of his presence this season makes it evident how important... Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Yep. It would be like if Spock just wasn't around for a big chunk of season 3 of Star Trek TOS.
Yeah, it would be very obvious that you didn't have that voice of logic and reason to balance things out.
It's okay. We got
Especially
Raynor
if you
instead.
then also got rid of Sulu and Chekhov with a sweep of your hand, but then talked about them all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Sulu and Chekhov just weren't around for a while, no one was going, "Where's Mr. Sulu?"
He's off shooting the Green Berets.
Yeah. I guess that, though, is, I just suppose, more telling of, like, the era and the fact that so many folks that worked on it probably had actually been in the military. They get that in the real world, you don't necessarily have the same person with you for 20 fucking years in the same assignment. So to them, it's natural that, like, yeah, there's a different guy here now. That's how it works. But that's not how it works on television, usually, so...
A couple other lowlights. I wrote down in loud words in my notes, please do something with Hugh. No, not that.
Accurate.
Oh, yeah, real monkey's paw there.
It's like, oh, good. You got him to do something, and it was magical hocus pocus. I'm sorry, that's Doug Jones. He's doing hocus pocus. Hey.
Hocus Pocus ruined 2 things this season.
No. Yeah, I think Hugh's journey since his death in season fucking 1 has been meandering and aimless and anticlimactic at the final end here, and I don't feel satisfied by it.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I like Hugh.
I like Hugh. I love Wilson Cruz.
Yeah, they just didn't...
Considering how much, like, every single season he seems to be having another, like, emotional breakdown of sorts, I just feel like maybe he should have been sacrificed at the end of this season.
Oh, God.
Well, it's just that what it comes down to is not that it's a new crisis, it's that he still hasn't recovered from coming back from death. Which, fair. But it would have been nice if there was any real progress made at any point in his journey to, like oh God, I'm a zombie.
If they just showed him sitting with a therapist.
Instead,
he did with Kovich once.
Yeah.
And I was upset.
Yeah, but what the fuck? That wasn't a fucking therapist. That was Daniels. Show me where Daniels has a fucking psych degree.
Yeah,
Fuck
meanwhile,
you,
Kovich is there saying, what trinket of yours am I going to put on my shelf?
Probably Hugh's favorite butt plug. Moving on.
Like, seriously, is Daniels actually a serial killer? Did he murder all those people?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Maybe.
We finally know what happened to Cisco.
Oh my God. I want someone to write that fanfic. Holy shit.
I don't want anything more of Daniels. I'm done with this fucking
me either,
asshole.
unless he's a fucking serial killer who's collecting people's trinkets by murdering them in time. Oh, man.
I got some bad news, Ames.
There's a lot of Daniels fanfic out there.
No, but there's going to be from us at some point.
Why?
Who did you pick again?
Hyrel and...
Zora.
But that doesn't mean he can't show up.
Oh, Jesus. A couple other things I don't like. I know we mentioned all the time that they haven't done anything with Adira fucking ever.
Yeah.
Or remember that they have a symbiont fucking ever. But in particular, what they did with them and Gray just felt like the writers gave up.
They did.
They definitely did, yeah.
Cool.
It's too bad. It's like I said, like last week, I think. It's too bad that they, like, had all this fanfare about, oh, look, we've got this, like, non-binary character. Oh, look, we have a trans character. And then they're like, LOL, we don't even know what to do with them. It's like, well, you could just treat them like normal fucking people.
Yeah, you could give them plots.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nope. That was too much. Too much to ask.
Those are my biggest lowlights. Definitely see how the fuck I phrase this all on the Tumblr, because there's going to be a lot of venting. Heckin' yikes.
Venting the plasma?
Yeah, pulling a Curran maneuver. We are moving on because we do have one more thing we want to do today, because we are at our final episode where we're going to be covering whatever this fucking show was.
It is kind of crazy that we have now finished the show that was still pending when we started.
That's true. All right. So what we have now is we are going to definitively, not really definitively, very subjectively, rank each season from worst to best from Star Trek Discovery.
All right, I'll go.
Jake wants to go.
From best, starting from
best.
You said worst to best.
Either way is fine. Whatever you want to give it to me.
I'm gonna say, I think best for me is gonna have to be season 1. I think that was the strongest one for sure for me. Then I might have to go with season 3.
And I think to myself, is Jake going to just say exactly what I was going to say?
We'll find out.
And then I'm going to go season... Jesus, yeah, the rest are tied.
The middles are hard, because the middles are hard. Kind of clump.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with... I'm just calling it here. I'm going to say 5, then... I might swap it. I might say 4. Meh. Yeah, 4? We're gonna say 4. 4 above 5, I think.
4
for me.
4. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. And then 5, and then 2.
Bros before hoes.
That's very close to my list.
Very close to my list, also. Maybe you and I have the same list, Ames.
We might. Let's find out.
I might be the furthest off then.
I think you're going to be, because I think you probably are more forgiving of some of these seasons. Was this correct, Jake?
Yeah, I think I can go. I mean, the thing is, and I'll say this, there wasn't to me like any outstanding seasons or any like really bad seasons. Honestly, like they're all 6s and 7s.
6, 7.
As the kids say.
Yeah, since mine is so similar, and since I'm curious if it's going to be the same as Caitlin's, I'll also start with best. I also say season 1 is the best. The reason I say season 1 is the best, even though I did gripe very loudly during that whole season, is I think it's the only season in which Michael Burnham has a character arc. Like, there is an actual cohesive story for her. There's a lot of shit. The Mirror Universe is shit. There's a lot of fucking shit to wade through, but it's the one that had in which the main character of the show I was actually interested in. Number 2, I'm going to agree, is season 3, which is the burn episode, because I thought going to the future was a better idea, at least, than some of these other ideas we've had.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I'm flip-flopping with Jay, because I think season 5 goes over season 4.
Really?
Because of the pacing.
Yeah, the pacing is better, but I did really like Species 10C.
I also like Species 10C, but the pacing is so garbage in season 4.
More like Feces 10C.
Got him.
Got him.
And then bottom of the fucking pile, as low as it can go, is season 2, because I fucking detest season 2 because it's so convoluted. I never understood a fucking thing that was going on with the Red Angel plot, and by the end I felt stupid, and I'll never forgive Star Trek for making me feel stupid.
Hell yeah. Well, Ames.
Hey.
My list is exactly your list.
Brilliant.
Copy-paste.
Copy-paste.
I loved season 1 the most, and I hated season 2 the most, and everything else in between was just kind of like off by, small degrees, but I liked 5. I thought that 5 had more potential than season 4, and I also just thought that like you said, the pacing was solid, so. Plus, we got to see Book being good and not just being a fucking dumbass the whole fucking time.
Yeah, that's true. Dumbass Book does upset.
That really drags down season 4, to be honest. Like him being like, yeah, me and Tarka are like besties.
It made sense why, though. He was mourning and being stupid.
Yeah, but there's a difference between, like, being in mourning and being, like, fundamentally, suddenly a completely different person who, like, doesn't recognize just plain evil, manipulative bullshit. He's literally a fucking empath. You're telling me that he couldn't have... What is he, suddenly fucking Troy?
Well,
I'm having trouble sensing anything from this one.
Being fair, they never explain exactly how his empathy works. It might not be like the Betazoids.
No, it doesn't have to be like the Betazoids.
You got it.
As a person with empathy, he should have been able to tell that Tarka was full of shit.
Yeah, and genocide bad.
Bad news bears,
also
that guy.
Like, you don't have to, no matter how upset you are, no matter how sad you are about your planet, I don't think you'd ever just be like, but yeah, ruining a whole nother world is great.
He didn't necessarily say they were going to commit genocide. He just wanted to blow up their toy.
I'm going to blow up the Earth.
Blocks his view of Venus or whatever.
Yeah,
anyway, my turn.
For me, season 5 is really dragged down by Daniels and the fact that it's the fucking chase.
Yeah,
no, I get you there.
Daniels does ruin it pretty bad, but nothing is worse than season 2.
A lot of people I've heard say season 2 is the best.
Well, those people are bad.
Well, that's because they're wanking about Spock.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's because
Chris,
are you about to say that season 2 is the best season?
No. I don't hate season 2 as much as you guys, but it is not the best. No, so I'm going to go 1.
From which direction?
Top to bottom.
Okay, so best number 1 is...
1.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, we all agreed that the Klingon War one was the best.
Oh, a sweep.
I'm kind of surprised about that.
A sweep for Ash Tyler.
Double sweep, because next is season 3.
Wow.
And this is where I fuck up everything.
Oh, no.
2. Ugh.
Weird. Gross.
Wrong.
Season 2 never bothered me as much as it bothered everyone else.
I think we've discussed this before, and you said when you watched season 2, you watched, like, the fun stuff, and I made the mistake of trying to make sense of it. And that's why I can't stand season 2.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just took them at their word. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5.
Oh, interesting. Last season, you said 4 would probably stick around and being as the worst. You really didn't like 5.
I really forgot how much wasted potential there was in 5. And again, it really
is too bad. It could have been so fun. You know, I really feel like it could have been a real jaunt.
It starts off good, and again, the pacing's better, but again, I really miss the proper presence of Saru.
You hate Daniels.
I fucking hate Daniels.
As anyone should.
Tilly feels off when she is there. Like, I missed my bridge crew. Like, ugh, no.
It lost the charm.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so I do have a nice...
folks.
Yeah, I do have a nice slide of this. It's going to be up on the Tumblr if you want to see where these all kind of fell, and you can compare against your own lists. Apparently, we agreed that season 1 is the best, and that surprises me.
I think what you guys thought, because I would love to hear.
I mean,
if somebody's out there and wants to make the argument that season 2 was actually the best season, I'm willing to hear it. I think you're wrong, but I'll hear it.
Hear it. Tell us. Tell us on the Tumblr.
I think season 1 had the clearest idea. It knew what its through line was. Its execution.
Oh, that was when Brian Fuller was still around, right?
For a part of it, at least.
Yeah, I think he was gone before they even started production, though. I think.
He was
involved
at least
in the early planning.
Yeah, he was in the room for a while, and I think they executed probably the best. They maybe spent a little longer in the Mirror Universe than they needed to, which even I agree. But no, I think very solid idea, solid execution.
I think importantly, Michael Burnham wasn't full Mary Sue yet, And
then I think
she was wrong about things all the time.
Yeah. Season 3, I think, again, solid idea, solid execution. I think what maybe brings it down a little is that the resolution to what caused the burn is a little weird.
Definitely. Yeah,
I think that's
another them not sticking the landing. None of the seasons stick the landing.
If they had stuck the landing, maybe season 3 would have been better than season 1.
Yep.
And then the rest, they're kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, well, so this is it, folks. This is the end of Discovery, or is it?
That's crazy.
Is there one more piece of Discovery media
Ugh,
Discovery
no, it's not.
adjacent media that we're going to watch.
Oh, I hate that it's associated.
Is there the Discovery?
Hang on, there's a cat in a wind chime.
It sounds really pretty, though.
My cat, get off the desk. Oh my God, you're the worst. Now he's mewling. Nope, now he lives here. He lives in wind chime now.
So next week we will be covering the Discovery major motion picture, Star Trek Discovery, the motion picture. Also known as...
Don't you dare!
Oh, God.
The motion picture, I haven't seen Section 31 yet, but I can guarantee the motion picture is fucking worlds better.
If there's anyone who's going to appreciate some Section 31, it might be you, Chris, because it's a spy movie heist.
Yeah.
But the one thing I have bitched about constantly about Discovery is that they think Section 31 are anti-heroes. They're bad guys. They are villains. They are the CIA. You shouldn't be making them quirky anti-heroes. The trailer looked terrible. It looked like fucking knockoff Guardians of the Galaxy. We already have Guardians of the Galaxy. All
right. Well, we have Guardians at home, and it's Section 31, and we're going to watch it next time on A Star to Steer Her By. And yeah, I was only joking. It is not the Star Trek Discovery movie. It is a spin-off of Discovery. But yeah, other than that, it has very little to do with Discovery. So, in all fairness to everybody. But yeah, so that's coming up next week. And then, well, you'll just have to wait and see. But I can tell you it will be an excellent adventure, to be sure. Anyway, until then, you can catch up with all of our goings on our social medias, our SMs, our Sochmeds, and that's going to be on the Tumblr, SSHB Podcast, sshbpodcast.com, Facebook, Blue Skies, and of course, you can listen to our podcast, all of our 435 other episodes, as well as all of the ancillary content at our home on the web, SoundCloud, as well as Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you can get an RSS feed of podcasts. So, yeah. Anyway, in my penultimate Jaking us out, this has been Jake.
This has been Chris.
This has been Ames.
And this is always Caitlin.
Guys, we flew. Let's fly again.
Black alert.
Black alert.
Bitch.
Yeah, more like.
That's a severe spoiler that I won't say for Caitlin. Season 5 of Discovery.
Oh, shit. We get to find out what he is in Season 5? Yes! Thank you, God.
Oh, poor Caitlin. Sweet, innocent Caitlin.
I'm going to try to remember...
Oh, it's going to make me mad, isn't it? I'm going to hate it.
I'm going to try to remember to clip this and bring it back. And...
Oh, you won't. You won't. This is
I remembered the trip thing.
The trip thing was big, though. This is not a big thing. This is an annoying thing. Anyway, I don't want to spoil Season 5 of Discovery for Caitlin.
Thank you.
I want to spoil more of this episode for Caitlin.
Oh, I watched it.